Hi guys, it's Ashley from Ashley's Got Books I'm In, and I am back with another video. Can you believe it? I cannot. I thought I would try again in the year of 2017 to wrap up the books that I have read so far. Like I'll do 1 through 5, 6 through 10, 11 through 15, more numbers, I'll try that. I did abysmally in 2016. I think I only did like the first 15 books that I've read, and I'm sorry for that, but I ended up reading like 82 books in 2016, which was really, really good for me. Yes, some of them were comics and graphic novels, but they totally count in the overall end goal, as do novellas. But anyway, I'm going to try it again for 2017. We'll see if I can do at least more videos than I did for 2016. You know. The first book that I read in 2017 was Lies I Told by Michelle Zink. This book is about this family of grifters. It's a mom and dad and 2 kids they adopted, and they moved to affluent neighborhoods. They pick out marks, and then they all get close to them so they can steal their stuff and then disappear. That premise drew me in. I loved that premise. I liked this book. I didn't love it. I don't know if it was my mood or whatever, but the subject matter is really good, and it was enough to make me request the second book to read. I'm definitely going to read the sequel and see how it all turns out, because their job in the first book had unforeseen consequences. You know. But I liked it. The second thing that I read in 2017 was Y the Last Man, Volume 8, Kimono Dragons. This is by Brian K. Vaughan, Pia Guerrera, Goran Sudzuka, and Jose Marzan Jr. I have been reading this series for a while now. I don't really remember exactly what happened in this volume because it's been a while ago and I've read more volumes, and it all just jumbles together into this great big blob that is Y the Last Man. But I like this one okay. I like this series okay. I don't think it's the best thing ever, but I think it is fun. My favorite part is Yorick. He has a good sense of humor, and I really like Agent 355. I don't really like Dr. Allison Mann. She gets on my nerves, and you just never know where you are with her. But yes, I read that one. Then I read Blue Screen by Dan Wells. This is the first book in his new science fiction series. I enjoyed it. It's really cool. It's like about this futuristic society, kind of, where people are plugged in all the time. They have cool limbs that they can have. I don't know. I just really liked it. It was fun. It was fast-paced. It was like an adventure. The world was really cool. I definitely want to pick up the next book in that series because I want to see where everything goes, what happens. I liked it. I like Dan Wells. My favorite series by him ever, and you have heard this a million times, is I Am Not a Serial Killer series, the John Wayne Cleaver series. I love that. This one wasn't on par with that one, but Blue Screen was still really good, and I really enjoyed it. The next one that I read was a comic again. It was Chew Volume 6 in Space Cakes by John Layman and Rob Gilroy. I love Chew. I love this volume. I love all Chew volumes, so I don't really have a lot to say about it, but this series is fantastic. You should check it out. It's weird, but it's super funny. And then the last book in this wrap-up is Sleeping Giants by Sylvain Neuville. This is the first book in the Themis files. It is really pretty to look at, and it was pretty fun to read. It is about this little girl. She's like riding her bike somewhere, playing in the woods. I don't really remember what she was doing, but she ends up falling into this hole, and when the firefighters come to rescue her, she is like resting in this giant hand, and they have no idea where this giant hand came from. It's like not from Earth. And then it jumps years into the future, and the little girl who fell in the hand has now become like a doctor, a researcher, a scientist, and she has been put on this special project where they are studying this hand. They have found other artifacts. They realize they can be assembled into something, and it's like an X-Files secret project kind of thing. So I really did like this book. It's told all through interviews and taped kind of things that are transcribed, which sometimes that format can get a little boring for me, but I did like it in this one. I felt like this one tried to impart more characterization into the characters, like they didn't just feel like flat. You got more of a sense of who they were. A lot of crazy stuff happened in this book, and I'm excited to read the sequel whenever I get my hands on it because it was good, and I'm curious to know what happened next. So those are the first 5 books that I read in 2017. Have you read any of them? Tell me if you have. I'd love to know, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Bye!